like, but I personally prefer the 90-minute chart, is right now I can see that there is two scenarios for intraday wise. So here I see that YM has already traded into a discount of this range right here on the 90-minute chart. ES has traded into a discount of this range. NQ has failed to trade it into discount of this range. So because 2 out of 3 markets have already traded into discount of the range, I can see a bullish continuation. However, because my higher time frame outlook as of right now is short-term bearish or mid-term bearish, I'd say, I wouldn't be opposed to a bearish idea from this fair value gap right here. So the 6 a.m. candle, this fair value gap right here, I wouldn't be opposed to looking for sells from here and watch what price wants to do at previous day low. So once price, if price reaches previous day low on YM, I'll keep a close eye to see if NASDAQ ES is able to speed up for bearish price action. Otherwise, I'll be very careful once that does happen, because that would be an opposing SMT on the lows. Then that would allow us to look for continued higher prices.
Okie dokie, let me plug up my stream. Live alert. Cool. Okay, I've got some music. Let's wait a bit for people to trickle in. get things going. We're getting closer to 9:30. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing pretty good. We're nearing the end of the week, so it's pretty exciting. We had 8:30 news this morning, which did. Let's see how much it really did. Nothing. That's all right. That's why I didn't. I wasn't really checking the charts this morning. I usually wait until my high probability time, so no problem for me to wait and sit. It's never a problem to wait and sit. Crucial part of trading. All right, let's go. So this is what I'm looking at. So this morning, a little bit of a down move. So last night there was expansion. As I spoke about yesterday in the live, I wasn't able to catch any of this, but that's a-okay. You know, it's just not my trade. It happened at night. I'm not looking at the charts at night, so it is what it is, right? But as mentioned, we're looking for previous month high. As we can see, taken out. We're actually looking past previous month high, right? We're looking at this drawn this gap around here, this point of consolidation, which it hit, which is fine. And now we look at this morning at about, or I guess it was last night too, this morning, but there's a 15-minute SMT between sessions, between Asia and London. So you can see NQ goes up. ES has no closure above. And YM has no closure above as well. Bread and butter. You guys know the vibes, right? So you have a monthly sequential SMT, right? The 4-hour sequential SMT. Go back here, show again, right? YM hasn't taken it. With a 15-minute SMT driving this move lower, right? So now the move's driving lower, but it's slowly chopping down, and I think, well, not I think, but what my read is, and what I see on the chart is that we're still very bullish. It's been a very bullish week, and higher time frame wise, I can see us continuing being bullish. Most likely finishing this market maker buy, right? We're in a very clear, obvious market maker buy here for back to all-time highs. But that is a kind of more long-term range. Intermediate and short-term, I can see a little bit of bullishness. I would actually appreciate a little bit of bullishness. It'd be nice so we can get an entry, get some SMTs and lows, and we can see why I'm already driving lower, which is good. It can create some SMTs for us to trade off of, to take longs off of. So yeah, I have a 90-minute daily range. I'm looking at, it's just the previous leg, very bullish leg. I'm just looking if we can tap discount and then continue higher. So preferably my game plan is one of the assets, if not most of the assets, maybe two, trade below Asia and tap discount, and then some sort of SMT, maybe formed by YM or however it's formed, creates a trade idea to go higher. So we'll see if that's the case, but that's the current plan right now. Similar plan to like the last like 3-4 days, to be honest, because I mean it's just been a really bullish week, right? So yeah, that's the plan. I will tap back into Ethan's tap back into the call, so you guys will hear Ethan in a bit. But that is my outlook. Currently just looking for pretty much the same thing we have been all week, right? Like yesterday was it was what we looked for, right? But it just took a lot longer. It was trading bearish until like PM session, and then Asia finally just like rocketed up, right? So it's just unfortunate, but that's not my trade time, and I gotta stay consistent, right? Stick to the plan. But for today, similar plan. Just more waiting, I guess. That's pretty much what trading is, guys. More waiting. But if you're using a similar strategy model as Ethan and I, that's what it requires, right? We're not here to scalp, right? We wait and we catch on average 4+ R moves, right? And though our win rate might not be like extremely high, because of the RR, it makes it profitable, right? So this is just the way we trade. We like it more. Less decision fatigue, less trades needed to be taken. So, you know, sometimes you can just be done work by 9:45, which is great. So that's something that you may not get when you're scalping unless you have like a profit target or something. You just might be like always looking for small setups, right? But that's just how we trade. So we just wait. All right, let me tap back into the call.
So this trade idea, I can already start anticipating. Even if we got an SMT up here, we'd have to wait.
He's just talking about a previous trade idea, and don't, guys, don't feel FOMO or anything. I know the first thing he said when we tapped into his trade idea, just chill, it's all good.
So now we have equities open.
All right, cool. I'm back.
Going back.
What did I miss?
Not much. I'm just waiting for the SMTs. Either on the low or the high. I'm gonna take either stab because my plan is kind of just both sided right now.
Oh.
And then if one gets invalidated, then I'll just look for the opposing buys. And then that'll be my 2 bullets for today.
Gotcha. Lords FX, welcome. What's good? Good to see you. Yeah, I just told him my my plan is higher time frame bullish. I can see why it was like going lower with previous month high and 15-minute with Asian London, but I'm still leading bullish overall, and I'd like to see one or two of the markets go discount before anything.
Oh, that's your range. Oh my gosh, your range is massive.
Yeah, my range is massive. I was like, I'm also keeping an eye on like a smaller range, like this range as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
Like, yeah. Something like that. Keep an eye on. But like, why I'm already traded like well past that. Like if I were to do a closer range.
I didn't trade past it yet though. That's why I'm looking at a previous day low as of right now. Potentially get a bullish push.
There you go. And looking at why I'm creates a previous day low. Yeah, I think you just said that literally.
Alright, then we have previous week high SMT, so expected move appears to be lower. What would invalidate this? For me, the invalidation.
Lords FX, bro. I know your name is Lords FX, but you trade index futures, right? I'm assuming if you're tapping into this. But maybe you start off Forex, or like, what's your story, bro? Curious. I know a lot of people start in Forex, switch over. I purely started in index futures, so I have no experience in Forex.
This is pushing lower, so I don't have an entry right now. But this may set up a good long setup dependent on how price reacts at previous day low. Otherwise, I would just continue looking for shorts if price just displaces together, and I wouldn't have a trade, so it is what it is. You don't use R2Y, I do not. I keep it very simple. I just use ranges and SMT. That's it. Nothing else.
Sweet. That's the name of the game.
I have an ad on YouTube.
Bro's running ads. I hope I'm not running ads. Let me know if I'm running ads, guys. I'm gonna try to not do that.
I was listening to like lo-fi. I just got a random ad.
Oh, what the heck? Wait, lo-fi on like Spotify?
Oh no, on YouTube.
Oh, okay, okay.
I never hear you talk about macro time. Do you use that as a compliment? I do not. I don't use macros. I used to for a little bit, but I stopped. Oh man, my allergies are going crazy, bro. Who's speaking with you? That's Elijah. Are you guys able to hear him?
Hello, hello. How's it going,
You guys should
guys?
be able to hear him. In the back.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Alright, cool.
That's Elijah. He's also streaming right now if you guys want to check out his stream. His YouTube channel is called Eli. E-L-I. And his title is Live Trading Index Futures.
Yeah, it should be the similar title, I think.
It should be the same title.
Yeah.
Other than the date.
Oh, yeah, I got the date wrong. Oops. Alright, cool.
Yeah, exactly, Aaron. I just, once again, like, understanding that my entire, like, what am I trading is the 90-minute or the 6-hour. This has been super, I guess I'd say it was very freeing, like, thinking this way, because it's like, is there a reason to even take a trade right now? Like, if we traded into this 90-minute for value, yeah, I'd like to look for a short here on the 90-minute chart. So I'll dissect that on the 5-minute chart. But because we didn't get that, I'm still waiting, right? So what I'm truly trading is the 90-minute chart or the 6-hour chart. And because I'm doing that, it allows me to pretty much disregard the element of time. I don't fully disregard the element of time. I always get to my desk 30 minutes before volatile injection, but you know, just doing this allows me to look for opportunities or manage my trade on a longer term basis rather than just closing it intraday sometimes. Good stuff. I'm not in a trade for those wondering. Actually, I'm just gonna put it in trade. Not in for opportunities. There you go.
Alright, cool.
We like the lack of wick on the top of 6-hour candle at all. 6-hour chart, let's take a look. I don't because there's a wick. Like there's a very, very small wick, which is why I don't really pay attention to it. Yeah. On all three assets, there's a very, very, very small wick, so I don't really look at it. I only look at candles without, like, with no wick at all. Yeah, no worries. Waiting for change state delivery for long. Yeah, if we get a 5-minute change state delivery, I'll probably look for a long here, but it's dependent on if this SMT can hold. But the thing that I'm mainly concerned about if we are looking for longs is that YM right now is stalling, which typically means with the way NQ and ES is moving, YM could potentially just be waiting for NQ ES to catch up. So we'll see NQ ES start pushing lower, and then once they catch up, they'll move together lower. So that's the only thing that's keeping me from looking for a long position right now. I don't think it's the highest probability trade, that's why. And especially it's not in alignment on my higher time frame. Earlier, if YM was able to push into previous day low and NQ was hesitating, then that would have been a higher probability long. But as of right now, with the way price is moving, not too interested.
It looks like we just gonna be waiting. Name of the game. Let's see if this plays out as I mentioned earlier. So far, it is. We'll see if it continues that way. We're looking for discount. We're looking for below Asia. That's what we're looking for. It may just continue lower, but that's what I'm looking for right now. Initial down move is powered by a 4-hour SMT, previous month high, and a 15-minute with Asia in London. So that is what our understanding of this down move. And then we're seeing if there can be an up move with our higher time frame bias.
So right now, what I'm paying attention to is why I'm able to close below this previous 90-minute low. Because if it is, then it's most likely all three markets are just gonna continue lower. So something to keep in mind. However, because I don't have any SMTs on the highs like I wanted at 9:30, this previous 90-minute high, if it drove into that, creating SMT into the 90-minute fair value gap, that would have been a perfect entry for this. But as of right now, because that didn't enter, I have no FOMO at all. I'm just simply waiting for my plan. So if it doesn't show, then this was never my opportunity to take. So with that closure here, I would just expect the markets to continue lower. So later, as of right now, there's not going to be an opportunity for me to enter this trade until at least 10:30. So that's something to keep in mind. I think it might be a pretty boring stream today. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. That way we can get some value out of this. Otherwise, my model, there's literally no way for me to capitalize on this trade right here.
That's Asia
because
tap.
my model didn't present.
Let's see if we can displace through Asia.
Does 90-minute? Oh my gosh, my voice just cracked. My bad. Does the 90-minute time frame represent the day's intervals, or is it different? Yeah, it just represents the 90-minute cycle. So if you go to 90-minute chart, it's just the session split into quarters.
Let's see.
So far, analysis looking pretty good, but unable to capitalize. I'm missing something. Can you explain to me why we don't have an SMT fill on the 1-hour chart? I couldn't tell you, Ali.
Yep, as Ethan said, analysis is playing out. We just wait. can't capitalize on the down move. If it continues down, then I have nothing. That's okay. I had a pretty good week, to be honest. Pretty good week. No complaints. Pretty good week. We're just chilling now. Nothing.
I see what you mean. Regardless, I only use the 90-minute chart. I'll be honest, 90-minute, 6 hour. So at the end of the day, it wasn't in my plan. You still use unicorn as your entry model? Sometimes, but rarely. But it's the same concept as what I enter on everything else. It's just SMT. If an SMT creates a unicorn model, then yeah, that's high probability. If an SMT creates a change state delivery, that's also high probability. So I've just pretty much changed my entry just to get just to get involved with the trade. I just wait for SMT, change state delivery, because I've already done all my homework on the higher time frames. All I need on the lower timer is just get involved. Once again, even if it looks bullish here, I'm not taking this trade. The reason I'm not taking this trade is because there's no SMT on the lows on the 5-minute or 15. And then also, previous day low has not been met yet. Are you a student of Trader Day? Yeah, I would say so. Is it now SMT with NQ hitting Asia low? It is not. In my eyes, it's not. For some people, it's just like to me, it's just a regular SMT. But I always look for time-based liquidity SMT. Which I guess Asia is time-based, but to clarify, I only look for previous time-based liquidity. So previous X high, previous X low. So if YM's able to create a previous 90-minute high SMT on the 5-minute, I mean, I'll still take this short because that'll still be into the 90-minute fair value gap. So I'm open to that as well. If it creates that, then I'll look for an entry. But that entry is going to be probably a change state delivery. Change state delivery or inversion fair value gap off of the SMT. So something to understand about macros though is what a macro is really, or in my opinion, is just a higher time frame candle closing and a new higher time frame candle opening. That's why it gives you that opportunity, because you're just trading the higher time frame candle power of 3, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So you put that into perspective. What significance do you place Asia low SMT? I don't pay attention to that. I'm already in the trade. Are you in a long or a short? Rooting for you. This just looks so bearish to me, but there's no way for me to get in.
I'm ready to trade. Can you increase your mic? It's kind of low. Oh, I just haven't talked, to be honest. There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about.
What's up, Jake? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just gonna wait.
Still looks good for lower prices. I just need, like, there's no way that I'm gonna enter here, because if I enter, so let's take it into perspective. If I was trading the 90-minute chart, right? If I wanted to trade the 90-minute chart, where would my key level be? Because as of right now, I can see price, let's say, open a new candle, trades back up here, and then continue lower. So that means that my stop loss, in order for me to be comfortable in a trade here, my stop loss had to be above this fair value gap probably. But if it tagged me in at this fair value gap, for example, on the 5-minute chart, I got a confirmation, so I can put my stop loss at like a swing high within this fair value gap on the 9-minute chart, then it makes sense for me to take this trade. Does that make sense? So that's why, and that's the context of why I'm not chasing this trade. I am starting to feel a little bit of emotions come on, so I might have to hop off soon.
It is definitely a little inducing. I can't lie. But
Yeah, right, like with the displacement low, right? Yeah.
yeah. It's all good.
Honestly, this week has been pretty good so far. On Monday, I think I took a half-hour loss, or it's like basically break even. Tuesday, I got 2-hour win, and then Wednesday, I took a break even. If I don't trade today, that's completely fine, to be honest.
Honestly, it does look good for the original plan mentioned earlier, to be honest, with the way it's chopping, but
Like to go higher?
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not obviously a big fan of that 15-minute gap, but
I'm not a fan of previous day low not being hit.
yeah. But it's just dancing on Asia. Yeah, it's dancing on Asia and YM too for a while, so we'll see if that's true.
I gotta set up my camera. These streams are like, people can't tell if I'm not talking or not. It's like, is my mic working or? How'd you get your symbol to show at the bottom right? This indicator is, I think it's like watermark by 2 degrees or something like that. That's the indicator name.
Damn, 2 degrees be cooking, bro.
Yeah, he actually cooks.
Does TradingView
many
pay
different
people
indicators.
if they have a lot of users on an
No.
indicator? Oh, done. So he's just doing it for fun.
They no, he sells them. So he has a website, and you can sell. It's like WAP.
Mhm.
You know how like WAP can give you like roles in Discord?
Uh-huh.
It's like the same thing with TradingView indicators. You can make the indicator private, and the WAP bot will auto manage like who has access
Oh, that's cool.
based on their subscription. Yeah. I really don't see a way I would get involved in this, so I'm probably just gonna hop off here. Type 1 if you guys are satisfied with the stream. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type it. I'll give you guys like 1 or 2 minutes to type your questions. Otherwise, I'll probably head out here. There's not much for me, and once again, being completely transparent with you guys, like seeing this displacement play out to my analysis, stuff like that is like, I'm still human. I still have emotions, so seeing this displacement lower is like, it looks really bearish to me. It's inducing me right now to feel FOMO, but the way I'm going to manage this emotion is just simply get off my computer, turn off the charts, right? So Welcome, talk. I am actually just ending stream here, but I'll be live Tuesdays to Thursdays if you guys want to tune in. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. That'd help a lot. Thank you. And if you want to check out any of my other socials, it's all in the description down below. So appreciate you guys. I do trade quarter. I kind of trade quarter theory. I incorporate it into my trading style. So on that note, I will head out here. Any place in Discord. I share my model on my YouTube channel. So you just go to my YouTube channel and I have all the videos there. Yeah, this is actually inducing me. This is making me FOMO right now. I can't lie. I gotta close this out. All right, everyone, thank you for joining the stream. I gotta close my chart before I do something stupid. On that note, take care, everyone, and have a great day.
My stream's still on, by the way. Just want to say it.
Yeah, I'm just ending my stream now. I'm locking myself out of all my accounts.
Yeah, good. Yeah. It's pretty chill. Are you gonna hang out here longer? Yeah, I'll hang out a bit longer. Not too long though, honestly. This is so, like, not gonna lie, this is mad boring. Like, I just have nothing.
Are you in this, or are you
No. I'm not in this. I'm in this. I wanted to, man. I wanted to, and I was like fishing on the 1 minute, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, right.
I can't.
Same, bro. Actually, I didn't fish on the 1 minute. I just waited for the 5 minute, but that was a little frustrating. I can't lie. It was a little frustrating, like, how it just went without greeting them all.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine.
I mean, the model was there, but, like, too early. 4 a.m. We catch it at 4 a.m. Otherwise, GG. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wait until 10:30. To be honest, I don't even want to. I'm just gonna hop off. To be honest, soon. Maybe in like. Maybe
I don't
like
even think 10:30 is gonna give us what we want. That's the problem.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
why
like
I'm
structure.
and lock myself out. Like, I feel like the thing is, like, remember what I said? It's like, if you see the move, you probably missed the move.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. Except it's not the move I was looking for, so that's why. But still, like, the way it's just going through my initial idea, it's not even something I want to be a part of. So, whatever. Let's see. I'll answer him at like 10:15. Nice number. But that's previous day low almost on YM. Let's see.
I'm playing Brawlhalla.
Okay. Actually, yeah, there's no point in wasting everyone's time. I'm gonna hop off. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. You know the vibes. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's see what. Tomorrow's Friday with 8:30 news, core PCE index. So, I was about to say I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, but I'm not gonna keep an eye out for that. You guys can keep an eye out for that, but I don't honestly. I'm doing my morning routine, and that's just more priority to me than 8:30. And like even this morning, 8:30 did nothing. So, yeah, that's why I don't really hop on until then. So that's why my stream's gonna still start at the same time. You guys know the vibes. 9:15. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace.